Hello children, this is our next video in electricity and it is 10th, part 10th. Today we will learn about power or electric power. You can say power. What type of power? It is electric power. So it is denoted by the symbol P, all of you know. And in 9th also you have learned about the electric power. So first of all we will see what is the definition of power or electric power. So the definition we can write with the help of the simple formula P is equal to W by T. P is power, W is work done and T is time in seconds. So the definition of power will be electrical work done in unit time, or you can say electrical work done per second. So this is the simple definition of power. We can write electrical work done per unit time or per second. So this is the simple definition. One other formula is also there, that is P is equal to E by T. So P is power, E is energy or electrical energy and T is again time in second. So the second definition may be energy consumed in unit time, that is how much energy a circuit is consuming in 1 second or in unit time, that is also power. So second definition will be energy, electrical energy consumed by a gadget in unit time or 1 second. So these are two formula which are the basic formula of power. Now you know one thing, the P is the symbol of power and its unit, the unit of power is watt. The SI unit of power is watt. And by these formula we can have other unit as joule per second. How? W, the unit of work is joule and unit of energy is also joule and T in second. So joule per second is the other unit of power. This watt is the SI unit. It is a very small unit. So a bigger unit which is used in for practical purposes is kilowatt. Kilowatt, it is not SI but it is a bigger unit, and 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt, or you can say 10 to the power 3 watt. So this is 1 kilowatt. So what are the units of this power? It is, the SI unit is watt, joule per second is the other unit, and the bigger unit is kW or kilowatt. These are the units of power. So now these are the basic formula. We have some other important formula of this power by which we are calculating different numericals, and these are some very important formula, and you should learn these formula by heart. The first formula is P is equal to VI. P is power, V is potential difference or voltage, and I is the current in the circuit. Total current in the circuit, voltage of the circuit or potential difference of the circuit, this is equal to power, and it is in volt, this is in ampere, and P is in watt. This is the first formula, very important. The second formula is P is equal to I square R. Again, I is current and R is resistance of the circuit. So square of current multiplied by R is also power. So this is the second formula. The third formula is P is equal to V square upon R. So square of voltage or PD divided by resistance is also P. So these are three important formula which you should learn by heart, and in different numericals you have to use these different formula according to the data given in the numerical. So either of these three can be used in numerical according to the data of the question. So now we know all these are power. One question arises in our mind, from where these from where these formula they have come from. So we should derive these formula one by one. So now you can write derivation of the formulae of, formulae is the plural for formula. It is not formulas, it is formulae. Derivation of the formulae of power. So we have these three formula. So we will derive one by one. Now starting the derivation, all of you know that first I am writing the basic formula P is equal to W by T, work upon time. This is the basic formula of power. Now we know when we are studying potential difference, V is equal to W by Q. We know this, that potential difference is work divided by charge, which is in coulomb, it is in joule. So we know this formula, V is equal to W by Q. So W will be VQ, W will be VQ. So we can replace this W by VQ in this formula. So now the power will be VQ divided by T. This W can be replaced by VQ. So now the formula is VQ by T. Now we know one other formula. When we were studying current, current is equal to Q by T. What is current? Current is flow of charge in unit time. This is charge in coulomb. This is time in second. What is current? Current is flow of charge in unit time. So I is equal to Q by T. We know in this formula we have this Q by T here. So this can be replaced. This Q by T can be replaced by I. So now we have VI. So this is the first formula, P is equal to VI, and we have derived VI, the first formula, by these two formula. Now about the second formula, I am writing on the top here. For deriving second formula, that is I square R. How it can be derived from this first? By Ohm's law, we know V is equal to IR. All of you know current into resistance is equal to PD. So this V can be replaced by this IR. So IRI. This I as it is, and instead of this V, we can write IR. What is it? 2 I's, I square R. The second formula, I square R, is derived from this VI. So this is the second formula which is derived from this VI. So you should remember V is equal to, then I is equal to, and this is Ohm's law. By Ohm's law we know V is equal to IR. Now what is the third formula? V square R. So we will derive this by this I square R. So IV, I is equal to V upon R. by Ohm's law? All of you know. So here instead of I, we can write V upon R. So V is equal to, instead of I, we can write V upon R, and it is square. So we will write square into R. So this I square can be replaced by V upon R whole square. So when we open this, V square R into R into R. So these two can be cancelled, and now we have V square upon R. So this is the third formula of power. So in this way, these are three formula of power which we should memorize by heart, and one of these three will be used in solving problems on power. So this is one thing about the three formula. Now we will do some numericals on power, based on power. I have written two numericals, and you try to solve them or you watch the full video. So what is the first one? Find power spent in each bulb in the following circuit. This circuit is given, two bulbs are given, and the supply voltage is 220. This is the voltage of the battery, and the resistance of each bulb is 110 ohm and 110 ohm. We have to find the power in each. So now we have three formula. P is equal to VI, or P is equal to I square R, or P is equal to V square upon R. Now we should know which of the formula we should use. So how will you discriminate in these three formula? How will you recognize which of the formula is to be used? You see here. These two bulbs, they are in series connection. Can you see? These two are in series connection. In series, the current is same. The current which is flowing from the battery is going to this bulb, and then to this bulb, and then it is coming back. So in series connection, current is common, but the voltage or PD is different across both the bulbs. It has some different PD. It has some different PD. In series connection, the PDs are different and current is same. So by this formula, what is given? Only R is given, and PD of whole circuit is given, not of individuals. So here PD of individual bulb is not given, as we have to find power of each bulb, individual bulb. But PD of these is not given. This is the PD of the circuit, and I is also not given. So we cannot use this formula. Here R is given, and I2 we can calculate. Here also I can be calculated, but we are not calculating. Here also V is not calculated, it is not given. So we will use this formula because I is same in both the bulbs as they are in series. So first thing, how we will calculate I? I we will calculate by Ohm's law, but before that we should know the total resistance of the circuit. I have told you this is battery. This is like a boss of the factory. This cannot see individual workers. It can see the whole team together. So this battery can see the joint resistance or the complete resistance, not the individual resistance or the effective or equivalent resistance. So first we will calculate the equivalent resistance of this circuit as they are in series. So RS will be R1 plus R2. Suppose this is R1, this is R2. So it will be 110 plus 110 is equal to 220 ohm. This is the equivalent resistance of the circuit. Now we know the equivalent resistance. Now we can calculate I. We cannot calculate I by 110 because I is of the complete circuit. So I by Ohm's law we can calculate I is equal to V upon R. V of the circuit is 220. R EQ effective R is 220. So it will be 1 ampere. It means 1 ampere current is flowing in the circuit. So in this bulb also 1 ampere will go as they are in series. In this bulb also 1 ampere will go. So now we know the current. So now we can use this formula. Although we can calculate now V also, but there is no need to calculating V. I is known and R is also known. So no need to calculate V, though we can calculate, but no need. I is known, R is known. So we will put this formula to calculate power of the bulb. So P is equal to I square R. R we know is 1, square of 1 into R. Now we can take the R of individual bulb because we are calculating the power of this bulb. I we know, and now the power of individual bulb will be calculated by its resistance and its current. Current is 1 and resistance is 1110. So 1110 watt will be the power of this bulb. Likewise, as they are having same resistance, same V, same I, so this is the power of first bulb, and likewise the power of second bulb, will also be 1110 watt. So in this way we have calculated this. We have to remember that in series I is same. So we use this formula if we know resistance. But if these are in parallel, then what should we do? In parallel, V is common. The same V across both will be there if they are in parallel. Then if we know R, then we use this formula V square upon R in parallel combination. So this is how this is first is calculated. Now about the second one. The second numerical is a bulb rated 220 volt and 100 watt operated at 110 volt. Find new power of bulb. Also find maximum current that can flow in this bulb. Suppose this is the circuit. Only single bulb is there. This is the circuit. And what happens, you must have seen the bulbs, the electric bulbs we use in our house. It is written here, there's 220 volt and suppose 100 watt. Have you seen? This is printed on the bulb, 220 volt and 100 watt. It is known as power rating of the bulb. What is power rating? Power rating of the bulb is which is printed on the bulb or any gadget. That is power rating. What does it mean? It means that if this bulb is supplied with 220 volt or 220 volt is given to this bulb, it will give power, it will have power of 100 watt. But if voltage is more or less, then the power will not be 100 watt. This is the power rating or rating of this bulb is, what is power rating? If it can glow with 100 watt if the voltage is 220. If 220 is given, then it will give 100 watt power, otherwise not. So this is the power rating. And what is fixed of this bulb? When this bulb is manufactured, all of you know tungsten filament is there inside the bulb. A very thin tungsten filament is there, and this filament, it has certain resistance, and this resistance is fixed at the time of manufacturing of this bulb. So what is fixed? R is fixed. If we are giving 220, then the same filament will be there, R is fixed. If we are giving 110, the same filament will be there and the resistance is fixed. So what is fixed in electrical gadgets? The resistance is fixed, as it is a property at the time of manufacturing. When bulb is manufactured, then this filament is put which has certain resistance. So now we know one thing, that resistance is fixed and this is variable. So first in these type of questions, first we should know what is the resistance of the bulb. So resistance by Ohm's law, resistance is equal to V upon I. We know resistance, this is 220, and so no, we know the formula P is equal to V square upon R. We know this formula of power. So R will equal to V square upon P. R should be V square upon P. So now we calculate R by this formula. What is V? V is 220 into 220, as it is square, divided by P. P is 100 watt. You just see this unit. When watt is written, just you know it should be power. By unit we can recognize 100 is power. So divided by this, so what we will get? It will be 484 ohm. So the resistance of this bulb is now 484 ohms. Now the voltage is changed. Now the voltage is 110, and he is asking what is the new power of the bulb. So again we will take the same formula. P is equal to V square upon R. For calculating P, we know now the V is 110. So we will write 110 into 110 divided by this resistance. As this resistance is unchanged, as the power is changed, this V is changed, but the resistance will be same. So it will be divided by 484. If you calculate this, you will get 25 watt. That is the power of same bulb. When the voltage of the battery is 110, will give only 25 watt power. It is reduced to 1/4. Before it was 100. If V is 220, the power was 100. But if it reduced to 110, the power will be 25 watt. So this is the answer. This is the new power. One thing else is also asked. Also find maximum current that can flow in this bulb. Maximum current that can flow, here it is 220 and this is resistance. So current can be calculated by Ohm's law. I is equal to V upon R. I is equal to V upon R. V is 220 and it is R is 484. If you calculate these two, you will get 0.45 amperes. So this is Ohm's law. V upon R. If voltage is 220, and R of the bulb is 484 ohm, then the maximum current which can flow through this bulb in this circuit cannot be more than 0.45 ampere. This is also, we can also write it I max, current which is maximum. So this is the resistance. If 220 is given, the maximum current is 0.45 ampere. If more than 0.5 ampere current will enter the bulb, it will burst or it will be fused. So before this bulb, in these circuits, we put a fuse. This fuse will be about 5 ampere or less than 5 ampere. If more current will enter the circuit, the bulb will not fuse. Before this, it should be 4 ampere fuse should be there. So if more current will enter, the fuse will fuse before the bulb or any other gadget. So we put fuse in series in these circuits. So the maximum current which will flow from this bulb is 0.45 ampere by Ohm's law. So this is about electric power. Very simple. What you have to learn? You have to learn only these three formula. I am writing again. Very important. P is equal to VI, P is equal to I square R, and P is equal to V square upon R. So only three you have to learn by heart, and you can solve each and every question on power. So next we will do electrical energy and numericals on electrical energy. That's all for today. Thank you.